What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. All right, so, man, we got Simone Biles blasting her biological mother, asking for support. Now, her mother, so first of all, I want to say shout out to Simone Biles. She's a top American gymnast. I think she's artistic from what I've heard. She got like 11 Olympic medals and over 30 championship medals, bro. She's the you-know-what of the Olympics, gymnast. She's the it, you know. But her mother gave her for adoption. She was adopted by her grandparents. Now her mother is crying out for support. What her mother is saying is she's waiting for Simone to come around, which Simone may not come around. She may love her mother from afar. But that goes to show you, whenever you do not take care of your kids, bro, and then they do get older and they really be something, can't expect for them to come back and be like, okay, this because you're my mom or this because you're my father. At least I don't see it that way. You guys may think different. If you think different, let me know after this video what you think. But we're going to get straight to it. Spicy.
I was an addict. I will always be an addict. I want to let her know that I love her. I'm very proud of her. Whenever she's ready, and I'm here.
OMG, not Simone Biles' biological mother, Shannon Biles, trying to spin the block on parenthood.
I mean, I can't keep dwelling on it. Whenever she's ready, and I'm here. And I want her to be able to come to me and say, you know, okay, let's have a sit down, because there's some things I want to know. So I just have to have patience. I want to let her know that I love her. I'm very proud of her, you know, but I'm just still waiting, you know. I would like to sit down and talk to you and answer any questions you may have.
Yeah, you heard that right. Simone's biological mother, Shannon Biles, is waiting for Simone to be ready to rekindle their relationship. In fact, according to what Shannon said, she does have Simone's phone number, but she won't call it because she wants Simone to be the one to reach out to her.
I do, but I won't. I want her to reach out to me. You know, she's 27 now, she's married. I would like to have been a part of that, but I just have to wait for her.
I know. Shannon wanting to be back in Simone's life is giving absentee parent wanting a piece of the cake. But is Simone really ready to have that sit down with her biological mother?
Being separated from my biological mom, being placed in foster care before I officially got adopted by my grandparents, it just set me up for a better route at life.
Child, let's just get right into breaking down whatever is happening with Shannon and what she really wants from Simone. Okay, y'all know that Simone always credited support from her grandparents, who she proudly calls parents, by the way, Ronald and Nellie Biles, with launching her journey to the Olympics, where she won 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal in Paris this time around. Ron and Nellie have literally supported their daughter at every single competition except for the Tokyo Olympics, where they were not allowed to attend due to COVID-19 restrictions. But they even have a tradition where they kiss every time Simone successfully completes a routine.
I knew that Simone's goal was definitely to make it to the Olympics, but we did not talk about that because she shied away from talking about going to the Olympics. But I knew that that was a long-term goal of Simone. And I made sure that I was there and I would do whatever it took to support her dream.
Nellie also said in an interview with Today about the support they give Simone, the important thing is to be there for Simone and make sure that she understands that her family is there giving her her full support. And I am going to be really happy and probably shedding a few tears just because I'm going to be so emotional. The Simone that I know is a young adult that I admire. She knows what she wants. But amidst the hype of Simone's success over the years, especially after winning 3 gold medals and 1 silver from her performances in the 2024 Paris Olympics, one figure from her past has resurfaced with hopes of reconnecting: her biological mother, Shannon.
I don't remember a lot about foster care, but I definitely knew that we had been taken from our biological mom, and then you just think you're gonna go back to her.
The thing is, Shannon and Simone have been estranged since 2000 when Shannon signed away Simone and her sister, Adria, and the both of them were then raised by Ronald and Nellie, Simone's maternal grandparents. She actually first lost the children to foster care and then to adoption when her parents stepped up to care for Simone and Adria, bringing them to live with them in Texas when Simone was just 6. But did you know that Simone and Adria also have 2 older siblings? The 2 eldest children, Tevin, now 29, and Ashley, Riley, now 34, were taken in by Ronald's sister. But guess what, guys? After all that, Simone's biological mom, Shannon, did one hell of an interview with the Daily Mail to tell her side of the story, basically saying she wants Simone back.
I don't know what you've been told, but I want you to hear the real deal. I was an addict. I will always be an addict. But there's just a way that you have to learn how to stay away from people, places, and things, and change your routine, and just change your life. Live your best life.
Let's just say that people were like, nope, we don't want to hear it. She's been absent all this time. She should stay in her lane. Anyway, as for what Shannon said in the interview, she explained that at the time when she had to give her children away, she was dealing with addiction and had frequent run-ins with the law for drinking and driving, possession, and other crimes. As a matter of fact, according to Franklin County Municipal Court records, Shannon has faced court action 36 times for various traffic misdemeanors and criminal cases. At one point in January 2020, she was even found guilty of a crime and given a 180-day suspended prison sentence and probation until January 2022. Honey, in addition to the addiction, Shannon also racked up a string of debt, and for years, she lived in the same corner red brick row house in the crime-ridden neighborhood of Franklinton. Also, according to a bankruptcy filing, Shannon had $34 to her name in 2018, and among her assets were 2 unusable cars, a totaled Toyota Scion XB 2008 and a non-roadworthy GMC Sierra 2003, worth a combined value of $2,125. She also claimed homeware, electronics, clothes, shoes, and jewelry worth $9,650, and also listed that her dog, cat, a guinea pig, and her home were worth just $9,684. At the time, she owed $14,234 to 21 companies, including medical and financial services, shopping websites, and a $3,834 student loan. Well, Shannon spoke at length about why she gave up her kids, and she did say that it was hard to give up her babies, but she had to do what she had to do because she wasn't able to care for them. She was still using, and her father didn't want her coming in and out of their lives when she wasn't right. She said, I was hard-headed. I didn't care screaming. I want to see my kids. You doing this to me? I didn't understand at the time, but years later, I understood why. I had to deal with me first. So because Shannon signed away her children, to this day, she has no part in major life events such as Simone's wedding last year to NFL player Jonathan Owens, or the many times she has competed and won. But that has not stopped Shannon from celebrating Simone, because she said that she was so proud of the Olympic performance, which confirmed Simone as the GOAT, that she threw a party out in her backyard of her row house in Columbus, Ohio. What she's saying now is that she lives in hope for the day Simone reaches out so that she can ask for her daughter's forgiveness for the past she cannot change after her addiction led her to abandon her children. In her words, quote, I would like to make amends with Simone personally. I'm just waiting for her and her other sister, Adria. I speak to Adria more than I speak to Simone. I would just ask her to forgive me. Can we move forward? Don't judge me on my past. Let's move forward. I'm waiting for the opportunity, but I'm waiting on her to be able to come to me. Let's sit down. I just have to be patient. Shannon also said that she even now works as a cashier at a Save-A-Lot, and according to what she said, she is no longer the person she used to be and deserves a second chance. Unfortunately, however much may have changed over the years, the distance between her and Simone has not, and their thin relationship is characterized not by conflict, but by absence, especially the absence of any direct communication. Basically, her conversations with Simone are usually brief, and she gave an example of what that is like, and apparently, it usually goes something like, I miss you, I love you, I can't wait to see you, I'm proud of you, I'm watching, you go girl. She said also in her interview with the Daily Mail, what I hear about Simone, I hear through my dad. I speak to my dad all the time. We're good now. It was just his birthday, and I called to wish him happy birthday. If I need to know anything, I call my dad. I ask him about Simone, and he keeps me posted. Baby, like I said, we had fans saying that Shannon has no business trying to reconnect with Simone because it's really looking like she only wants her money. Plus the fact that she's talking so much about Simone and not her other children, who she also gave up, makes it look like she is all about the money. People were like, if it's about reconnecting with your children, why aren't you giving all of them the same energy? Why are you...
That's facts, though. That's facts, because you got like, what, 4 kids? 4 or 5 kids? I think it's at 4 kids. 2 older. I think it's 4 kids. But that is kind of crazy how you just talk about Simone. But she talks to her daughter, Adria, but Simone is keeping her distance. Now, Adria probably keeping a little distance, but I think Simone is keeping more of a bigger difference. and Simone is dealing with it more difficultly than the rest of the kids. It may be because of her success, and then maybe because of her hidden pain, bro. Everybody is different. So Simone have to come around, and you can't rush people to come around. In a situation like this, you have to let them come back around to you. Because the more you pressure somebody when it's a situation like this, you're just driving them further and further away. So she'll have to suck it up and wait for Simone, bro, period.
You only keen on reconnecting with the rich, famous one. On the other hand, we also had people saying that Shannon should be given some grace because it's not like she has not been trying to get back into Simone's life. She's actually been talking about how she wants to get back into her life for years now.
I just want to say I love you, Simone. I'm so proud of you. Go Team USA, and I'll talk to you and I'll see you when I can.
Also, guys, let's think about it this way. When this woman was signing away Simone and her sister, she was aware that she was not in the right state to raise them because of her addiction and sign them away. I mean, this awareness should surely count for something, right? Plus, Shannon herself said that there was a time when she resented her father in the immediate aftermath of Simone and Adjaria's adoption because she felt that he had betrayed her and cut off all contact between her and her children. Shannon actually told the Daily Mail back in 2016, when we signed the adoption papers, it was like my dad flipped a switch on me. No communication, don't call and don't visit. That's how it was in the beginning. It took me 6 years before I saw my children again. I was respecting my dad to let the kids transition. He felt that that was the best thing for them. She also told TMZ in 2016 about the situation they had, saying that she felt like Ron didn't have to be so harsh about it, and that he could have been a little bit more classy with it, and that he didn't have to throw her under the bus.
I feel like they're defaming my character because I know it happened. You know, I was struggling back then, but I've gotten better. Life goes on. And that's my past, and that's what it should be left at, the past. I feel like he didn't have to be so harsh about it. I am his firstborn, and he could have been a little bit more classy with it, you know? Really, he didn't have to put me under the bus like that, but I mean, you know, I did go through my struggles and everything, but you didn't have to go through it like the way you went through it.
Now, when she talked about being thrown under the bus, she was referring to an interview Ron did with NBC in 2016. And he straight up said that Simone's mother had many problems with addiction, and her kids were eventually taken away from her. But based on what Shannon said in 2016, she had always been proud of Simone, and she still loved her as she always had.
I'm so proud. I mean, I'm just proud. Ecstatic. Speechless. It's priceless.
In fact, she did say that even though they talked briefly, she was still invited to some of Simone's events.
When we do talk, it's briefly. I want to say maybe every 3 months. You know, when I call, when she calls, we have vacation together. I was invited when she won her first title, her championship, the P&G, in 2014. I was invited there. That was in Pittsburgh. We went on a cruise together, 2009. That was like a family reunion. Before then, I was invited to the Expo Center here in Columbus. She was in a competition. That was way before the Olympics and the champion and stuff. And I've been invited in October when she goes on her signing tour. I speak with her when I can. You know, she's very busy.
Now what she wants is to be fully involved with Simone's life as her biological mom. Honey, as far as the biological father is concerned, Kelvin Clemens, who lives in Cleveland, has no contact with his daughter either and struggled with his own addiction problems in the past. But Shannon is still in touch with him, and she said that he too would love to rebuild a relationship with his famous daughter. Shannon was like, we both want to see her. I talk to him all the time. He says, if you talk to Simone, give her my number. I'd love to talk to her. But I can't even talk to her. I have to go through my dad. Child, for her part, Simone hasn't spoken much about the family dynamic, but she said that she's really happy to have gotten a second chance at life with her grandparents.
Still be Simone Biles, probably not Simone Biles that everybody else knows, the world knows. But I also believe everything happens for a reason, and I'm forever grateful for that because I definitely got a second shot at life.
Also, in an April 2024 interview with the Call Her Daddy podcast, she touched a little on the nature of her family dynamics and how grateful she is for them. She also said that she doesn't feel the need to explain the nature of their relationship to anyone, saying, that's also crazy explaining to people because I'm like, my biological mom is also my dad's daughter, and I call him dad. So it's just like everybody's hella confused. It's a whole family tree that you're like, don't make me explain it. My parents are my parents. I got chosen. Feeling blessed. I mean, she spoke spoke like someone who was super content with where she is at the moment. But what are your thoughts on her biological mom trying to reconnect with her? Do you think she's only after the money now that Simone is rich and famous? Or do you think she should actually be given a chance to reconnect with her daughter? Let me know what you think in the
All right. So personally, man, like for real, man, one thing about Relentless Lex, man, is I am a firm believer of second chances, bro. Because I mean, her mom had an addiction, right? Her mom had an addiction, and she signed the paperwork saying, okay, you're going to your grandparents, and I can't take care of the kids. But she's working at Save a Lot. She's admitting her wrongdoings, and Simone don't have to give away her money. She don't have to give her money away. I mean, I would say give her a second chance, bro, because she did clean herself. From what I've heard and what I've seen on the video, she's cleaned herself up. She's trying to do better, and she's not really pressuring Simone. She is reaching out to her. She's not really pressuring her. Now, the thing that confuses me is a little bit is she's not really talking about all the other kids. She just talking about Simone. So it's gonna be a journey for the both of them. But you have to understand, time do heal all wounds.